For the first time, I'm in a relationship where we met each other's families before having bedroom fun. Not that it's like a prerequisite to having bedroom fun to meet each other's families, that's not the post. The thing is, every other relationship I've ever had, physical intimacy has moved so much faster than emotional. My early relationships taught me really unhealthy attitudes towards bedroom fun that I'm still unlearning, and the culture around dating outside of FDS reinforced those attitudes. I felt like if I didn't put out, that no man would want to stay with me. And this is the egregiousness of modern culture, right? Where the women are teaching each other how to best use men. In the modern culture, men are waking up to the garbage treatment that women are giving them. And here's what this post implies. It implies that before she was sleeping with Chad, right, with a very attractive top 5% man, and physical intimacy progressed extremely quickly. But now that she's a lady and she knows better and she knows what she wants, now she's going to wait until marriage to sleep with the guy. What a mess. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios. Remember to like, sub, and leave a comment if you're enjoying the videos here. Also, remember to check me out on realheliosblog.com. Let's move on, shall we? I was reflecting on my current relationship and realized that it's the only one I've had so far where I felt comfortable introducing him to my family before either of us initiated anything past kissing or cuddling. Guys, don't let this be you. So basically, she goes and has her fun with Chad, and then afterwards, she wants to turn it around and do this to you. You see? Where she, no, I don't do that anymore. No bedroom fun before marriage. I'm a lady now. I've had my fun. Now it's time to settle down. You see? What man who has self-respect would agree to that? Which is weird, this is back to the article, because this feels so natural. Like the pacing hasn't been slow, even though she just mentioned the word slow, but we're just taking our time, enjoying where we're at and not pushing it. We're going according to my pace and nothing but my pace, and I'm only giving him as little as possible because I don't respect him. Translation. Anyway, here's the story so far because it makes me happy and I want to talk about it. Here's the story so far of me taking advantage of this poor man and then plastering it on every wall what a loser he is. March 2020. He asked me out. We went on one date that was very nice, but then when school went online and campus housing shut down, he went back to his hometown and we agreed to keep things friendly and not try to start a relationship long distance. That's a red flag. It means she went and slept with the guys in the meantime. We successfully became friends, helped each other in online classes, nice stuff. Okay, guys. If she calls you a nice guy, or you're so nice, or oh that's cute, she's not attracted to you. We weren't terribly close during this time, but talked about school and recommended books to each other and stuff. So the man here felt that he was getting close to the girl, but she didn't feel it and she was sleeping with other guys. Look, you see I predicted it. I dated other people in this time and he never overstepped boundaries or acted entitled to my time or energy. Guys, this is at the point where I'm not sure if life is comedy or tragedy, right? So, like, she's literally detailing exactly how much of a loser this guy is, right? So she's sleeping with other men, and she's using this guy for time, attention, effort, energy, conversation, and she's calling him the good guy. It's the whole thing about women conflating men's value with what it actually is, right? So, men's value to women is associated with how much they can use him, how much advantage can be taken of, and if a man allows himself to be fully taken advantage of, then he's a good man. Ridiculous. October 2021. We had been back mostly in person for a bit and studying together between classes, and in October that transitioned into actually dating. I followed the FDS handbook to the letter on physical intimacy, also known as she withheld physical intimacy as long as possible until he offered commitment. And basically, she's not going to give physical intimacy at all until marriage. But this would not be so egregious if the girl had no previous sexual partners. But because she's had bedroom fun with so many men before this, it's not only disingenuous, it's cruel, this treatment. Okay, February 2022. He asked me to meet his parents. The conversation naturally turned to, how should I introduce you? And we both agreed we wanted to be in an exclusive relationship. Over the course of this month, I met his family, who are lovely, and he met mine, who adore him. I started sleeping over at his place, but neither of us initiated anything more than kissing or cuddling. It just didn't feel right yet. Okay, guys, let's count the amount of months that it took for this guy to kiss or cuddle this girl and how much she's extracted from the guy before, okay? March 2020 to February 2022, that is 1.5 years, and still he hasn't slept with her. Do you want this to be you? March 2022. We had an open conversation about bedroom fun. He wanted to tell me before we did anything that his anti-anxiety medication has adverse effect on his libido, but he didn't know how much because he hasn't been in a physical relationship since it was prescribed. So, he's an anxious loser. That's the translation. I also told him that I had an IUD and that the cramping caused it put that time of the month bedroom fun off the table for me. So she's even further limiting bedroom fun. Like, we just had a really open conversation about how our medical situations might affect bedroom fun without any expectation of having bedroom fun right away because the conversation happened. Translation. The relationship is going exactly according to exactly how I want it. I'm in firm control of this. He is my butler. He is my subordinate. He is my slave, and he's doing everything that I want exactly on my terms. When we did actually have bedroom fun for the first time in March 2022, 2 years after 2 years of dating, it was great. His issues make it hard for him to, so he just focused on making sure I had a good time. It's like the opposite of my early bedroom fun experiences, where she was with Chad, and Chad didn't care, and he just went at her like an animal, and she loved it, and now she wants different because she's a lady. It's so amazing to have physical intimacy be something we do because we care about each other and we want to, as an expression of how much we enjoy each other. Okay, so here's the thing. Men, if a woman is talking about bedroom fun like this, it implies that she doesn't like it. That she has to over-embellish and say how amazing it is and how great it is and shout it into the skies. That means she doesn't like it. It's the methinks the lady doth protest too much thing. To have the end of bedroom fun be, now we want to enjoy each other via cuddling and talking, rather than it feeling like some performance I'm putting on, ending when the man, because that's what's important to him. So, it's so good to have the relationship run according to exactly how I want it to run, without having any expectations be put on me. We've had a few different intimate nights since then, all of them wonderful, but it's also not something I feel like we have to do every time. So, after 2 years of dating and this guy being nice to her and talking to her and living his life according to her specifications, all she's doing is she's using the poor man and already limiting bedroom fun. Is this the sort of relationship you want to be in? This part of our relationship is really new and exciting, and I just feel so good about it. He hasn't once done anything that mimics the Esuba bedroom fun modeled by the prawn industry. The one time I asked him to stop something, I just wasn't in the mood at the moment. He respected it immediately, switched to chaste cuddling, and checked in to make sure I was doing okay emotionally. When I told him about what was stressing me out, he was sympathetic and understanding and just treated me like he cherishes me. God, guys, it's so hard to read this because I know exactly how he's being tortured. This is called beta torture. The woman, what she does is she ramps up and ramps up and ramps up the controlling behavior until she Black Widow spiders you. The point is, the Black Widow spider, it rips off the head of the male while it's mating and eats it for resources for her eggs. That's what she's doing to this man. She's ripping off his head so that he's just a headless, mindless puppet who follows her. I guess that's what I'm so happy about. I'm finally in a relationship with a man where the physical aspect of the relationship makes me feel cherished. Translation: I'm finally with a total beta slave who does every single little thing I want. I know vetting never ends, and if I start seeing red flags, I know what to do. I still have no respect for the man. Translation: there are other amazing guys out there, and now that I know where the bar should be, I won't settle for less. So she's already thinking about other men, you see? That's the implication. It's way too early to say for sure he's a high-value man, but man, he's setting the bar high if there are future guys. So she hasn't decided yet if she likes him, and she's even thinking about future men and how they should treat her the same way in this worshipful, she's Cleopatra and he's a slave. Anyway, I just wanted to share because after some of the things that have happened to me, I never thought I'd be in a relationship like this. Translation: after I had been run through by 50 guys, I didn't think I deserved it. I was so indoctrinated into the Madonna woman of the night way of seeing women, and felt that because men in my past put me in the woman of the night category, wait a second, so you mean I was right the whole time, that she was sleeping with multiple men, and being a lady of the night, a garden tool, and now she wants to turn around and be the other one? Of course it's like that. If you're lurking on FDS but don't think you could have these standards or expect these boundaries, I'm here to tell you you can. Yes, and your cats are waiting in the future, because here's what you're going to do to this man. Prediction: she's going to break up with him because he's a loser, and she's going to go back to the old guys, and she's not even going to explain why, because he's so below her in her eyes that she can do it with impunity. You deserve a relationship that makes you feel cherished and nothing less. You're a queen. You're a boss babe. You can have everything you want. You go, girl. You can sleep with 50 guys and then get a guy that worships the ground you walk on. What a mess. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the comments are like. Love this. Boundaries are so attractive to me. Controlling men after I've become a lady, age 30 plus, is perfect. This is so uplifting. God. I'm happy that you feel it's going well. Just always keep vetting. It's not wrong to snoop to protect your mental health and listen to your intuition. She's promoting... These girls promote all the absolute worst behavior possible from women. Literally. Okay. Cool. So that's this post. Let's do one more. Let's go back to FDS here. Where's FDS here? Okay, let's see what we find here. No? Come on, internet. Okay, alright. Perfect. Okay. Man attempts to lowball his date after getting horrendous advice from Reddit. Queen blocks and deletes in response. Steakhouse on a first date? So, I need some advice. I don't date much, in fact. My last date was like 10 years ago. I want to start dating, so I put myself on Tinder. Got a match with a very attractive girl, and I'm excited to meet her. The problem is she picked a steakhouse with $50 to $70 plates. To me, this is an anniversary type place. What are your thoughts, and how can I approach this topic? I feel steakhouses are not a first date type of place. Instead, my idea was a fun brewery type of place with good food. Thanks in advance. Update. Thanks for the suggestion. I texted her, basically explained first dates are for me are a drink or picnic. She then unmatched and blocked. Don't have to deal with that anymore. P.S. Thank you guys. Some great suggestions here. Okay, so I'll give you the male suggestion here, and then I'll explain why the FDS subreddit hates it. So, these girls believe they're queens. They believe they deserve to be treated like princesses. And so, asking for a $70 first date to them feels like normal, feels like it should be expected. Like if a man respects you, that's what he'll do on the first date. The problem is that men are waking up to the truth. They understand women's true nature, or are beginning to, and because of that, they're not willing to invest up front because many of these women are users. They're vampires. All they're interested in is getting the dinner and then ghosting after. So there's no point in wasting $50 to $70 when you don't even know the girl and when you could get ghosted. And so you should do coffee or a park or a drink, something that's low investment on your part as a man, because it's just in your best interest. It's smarter to do it that way. And now let's look at the FDS comments, because I'm very curious what they have to say. But here's my prediction. My prediction is they're going to say something like, "You're a queen. You deserve more than that. If a guy's not willing to take you on an expensive date, he's not worthy. He's a low-value man," etc. That's what I'm predicting. But let's see what we find here. There you go. Here, top comment. "This is a good example of men not knowing their place. This man scored a date with an extremely attractive woman after a decade of no such luck, and he blows it by being cheap." So literally, the girl's immediate response, immediate thought is that women are above men. And so a man is lucky if he gets a date with a girl. No. Men are the prize. So, because men, all they need is bedroom fun, but women need a relationship. So, and a relationship requires a lot of investment from a man to her. So, as I said, men are the prize. What's even more insulting is that he initially agreed to take her to the steakhouse, but then went back and tried to give her a low ball offer. I mean, he didn't offer, she offered, and he then posted wondering if it was smart because he hadn't been dating for a long time, but his initial instinct, which is that a steakhouse like that is an anniversary type place, is right. "I'm glad this queen," maybe she frequents the subreddit, LOL, "knew her worth and blocked and deleted." That's right, women. If you know your worth, you will end up 38 with cats. Because no man will ever be good enough for you. Men always know what they're doing when they lowball you, which is why FDS teaches women not to accept low-effort dates in the first place. Women, understand this. If you're not willing to go on a date with a man unless he pays huge quantities of money up front, it's not going to work out. Because men of value, men with self-respect, are not going to pay that much on the first date. So all you'll ever do is get loser men who you're then later going to cheat on. It's not in your best interest to do this. Alright. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, everyone. Again, remember to leave your comments down below. And thank you. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/heliosyoutube. Rumble, bit.ly/heliosrumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/heliospodcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/heliosdonations and buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Thank you so much for all of your support.